Giannis's next team could shock the world. It's a team that no one expects, but they have the ability to not only acquire Giannis, but also put a championship contending team around him. And in this video, I'm going to break down who this team is, but number two, how they can acquire Giannis and build a championship roster around Giannis, something that the Milwaukee Bucks haven't done in the last 5 years or 4 years, however long it's been. Now, the team I'm referring to is none only than the Atlanta Hawks. And before you click off this video, you have to stay with me so I can tell you how this is possible. Now, I was reading a tweet posted by Sports Illustrated talking about a potential trade. Everyone's talking about a trade if it's possible, but Sports Illustrated, for some reason, basically nailed down on a trade sending Giannis to Atlanta Hawks, and I'm going to read it to you right now. Now, the trade includes Giannis going to Atlanta, but also I don't know how to pronounce his name, and AJ Green going to Atlanta. Then Milwaukee would get Jalen Johnson, Colin Sexton, Kobe Buffkin, a first in 2027, a first in 2029, a first in 2030, and a first in 2031. So 4 first-rounders. I also will say this. The Atlanta Hawks have 2 first-rounders this year. So if the deal gets done before the draft, those also can be thrown in. And then there's a third team in this trade, which is the Utah Jazz, where they would get Terrence Mann, a second, and 3 second-rounders. Now, this is a massive trade for a lot of people, but essentially, the Atlanta Hawks get Giannis. The Milwaukee Bucks get Jalen Johnson, a really young, up-and-coming star on a great contract, 4 first-round picks, and Colin Sexton, who could be not only a starting point guard, but a backup point guard, and Kobe Buffkin, another backup point guard that can give you depth. Now, Milwaukee would get a haul for Giannis, which they should, but the Atlanta Hawks would get Giannis, which is an upgrade in every situation you put him in. And then also Utah, Terrence Mann, a great, I would say he's not a bench player, but he's a great piece that can be a fundamental player on any championship roster. But you get second-round picks, and you get rid of I would say a very not team-friendly contract in Colin Sexton, and then you're starting to build for the future. Now, why would this happen, and how would the Atlanta Hawks basically build up a championship contender? Now, like I mentioned, Giannis has kind of been toying with the idea of leaving Milwaukee for the last few years. A lot of people are saying that this was the last year, and if they didn't get over the hump, then Giannis will be out there. And then, in all reality, Giannis has Damian Lillard, which is some people may say is one of the best point guards in the NBA, and they have failed to make it out of the first round in the last 2 years. Giannis, if you want to win, it's time for you to get up out there, and Atlanta is a great option for you. Now, this trade, Atlanta gives up 4 first-rounders, arguably their best player, and then another good pivotal bench player that can help them going. 2 pivotal bench players that can help them going forward. But how can they build around Giannis? In this trade scenario, I didn't talk about them trading Zachary Richey, their up-and-coming first overall pick this year for the Atlanta Hawks. I didn't talk about them trading Dyson Daniels, most improved player, and also I think he was a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. I didn't talk about trading Trae Young, and I didn't talk about trading Onyeka Okongwu. That is a solid core that if you're able to let them grow with Giannis, that can be your championship contender. They can match up well with any team, including Boston, including the Oklahoma City Thunder. And check out this starting lineup. Trae Young, who can get you 25 and 10 on any given night. Dyson Daniels, who is the most improved player, but also the Defensive Player of the Year. Zachary Richey playing 3, who should have been Rookie of the Year, who came in second for Rookie of the Year. You have Giannis playing your 4, who we know who Giannis is, MVP player. And then Onyeka Okongwu playing the 5, who is arguably a great, I would say one of the better young centers out here, averaging 20 and 10. You start to build out a roster. Oh, and I also didn't talk about trading Karis LeVert, who is a good piece on your bench. Georges Niang is also a good 3, I wouldn't say D, but 3-point shooter on your bench. This team goes from here to really good. And the Atlanta Hawks are one of the few teams that not only have the salary to sign Giannis, so they will be able to manipulate the salary cap. They have the assets in future draft picks. They have the current players to trade with Milwaukee. And also, there's a big news as well. The Atlanta Hawks have just fired their president or their GM, and they're trying to get a basically president of basketball operations who is tenured and who can make these deals happen. There's no coincidence that they're looking for a new tenured president of basketball operations, especially at the same time that Giannis is in the trade / being in the trade rumors. I mean, that's just, it's coincidence. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if Giannis decides, hey, I'm done with Milwaukee, I need to go somewhere where I have the potential to win. You can look at the Los Angeles Lakers. They don't have not only the assets to trade, but they won't have the salary cap going forward to sign Giannis. You look at Miami, can't do it as well. You look at, New York wouldn't be able to trade for Giannis, and if so, they would have to change their whole roster around. The Atlanta Hawks are in the prime position to not only get Giannis, but build a championship contending team around him with Trae Young, who is an all-time all-star. But you got players, most improved player of the year, rookie of the year, in my opinion, that can go around Giannis. And this is the younger, more athletic, more skilled version of the original Milwaukee team that won the championship. You can say what you want, but Trae Young, I hate to say it, is a younger and could be an upgrade from Damian Lillard. There's going to be a lot of people that argue with me in the comments, but it is what it is. Brook Lopez, Antetokounmpo, more skilled version of Brook Lopez. That's all I'm saying. And then you can go down the roster. I don't even know who's on Milwaukee. Bobby Portis, Zachary Richichet. I mean, you keep going down the list. The Atlanta Hawks are a younger version of the Milwaukee team who won the championship. Now, all this to say this. Do not be shocked if the Atlanta Hawks get Giannis and Giannis' next team is Atlanta. I will say this, the Atlanta Hawks are giving up a lot for Giannis. They're mortgaging their future, but Giannis is a player you don't want to miss out on. And if the Atlanta Hawks have a chance to sign him, I would do that in a heartbeat. But if you agree or disagree, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this trade. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.